Hi everyone, Neama Rahmani, former federal prosecutor, president of West Coast Trial Lawyers, and I'm here to talk about the latest developments in the Diddy case. We had a big hearing last week before our new judge, Judge Subramanian. The case was transferred from Judge Carter and there was no reason given. Now, Judge Carter is an older judge appointed by Obama. Subramanian, a newer judge appointed by Biden. Not much of a criminal background, primarily civil, so it's going to be interesting to see how he handled the case, and he's handling it like any other case. Diddy himself seemed confident in his first appearance before the new judge. He waved to and blew kisses at his family. Now, what we thought we may be discussing is bail, and there's been a lot of discussion about the $50 million bail package that Diddy's lawyers put up, including round-the-clock law enforcement surveillance and no internet, visitor log, no cell phone, but that bail motion was denied by not one, but two judges. And many people thought that this would be the third chance for Diddy to argue bail, but because his lawyers had already appealed to a higher court, the Second Circuit Court of Appeals, that actually divested jurisdiction from the trial court, which means the trial judge can't rule on the bail issue now, so it's going to be up to that three-judge panel in the appeals court to determine whether Diddy's going to get bail. Now, I'm going to assume that they're going to affirm and say there was no bail, which means Diddy's going to be in custody until trial. And the big takeaway from this hearing was that we have a trial date. It's going to be a May 5th, 2025 trial date. So Cinco de Mayo, 5/5/25. Now, that date may be moved or pushed back if the government goes to the grand jury to get a superseding indictment. So a superseding indictment, of course, may add additional charges, additional defendants, or both. The judge asked for estimates of time. The government said they need 3 weeks to put on their case, and the defense said they would need 1 week. That leads me to believe that the defense is primarily going to rely on cross-examination, going after the credibility of the victims and witnesses the government's going to put on the stand, as opposed to putting much of a defense on themselves substantively in their case. There was a discussion of evidence, and the government has terabytes, which is a lot, of electronic evidence. Some of it they've extracted and some of it is on older devices. And speaking of devices, there are 96 devices. Some of those devices were reportedly smashed. We don't know how many and whether that was an attempt to destroy evidence or obstruct justice. Also, the defense asked for a gag order. They were upset that HSI agents allegedly leaked the video of Diddy beating Cassie Ventura in 2016. Of course, we know that CNN got that video, and I believe they got it from the Intercontinental Hotel in Los Angeles directly, not necessarily law enforcement agents. Of course, Diddy reportedly paid $50,000 to make that video go away, to get possession of it, but it turns out that likely he didn't have the sole and only copy of that video. Again, a lot to unpack. We're going to be tracking this case very closely, but we made a lot of movement before this new judge, and things are going to start moving quickly in the coming months because the government said they should have all the evidence disclosed to the defense by the end of the year. Thanks everyone for watching. I'm Neama Rahmani. Make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications.